Hello YouTube and welcome to GrunfWorks. Today in Naval Action I will be showing you how to do a demast exam. Well, it took me a couple of tries, and despite the fact that you have some tips over here, it takes some time until you get used to actually firing out the cannons and where to aim, what to hit and whatnot. So that will be coming all right now. Alright, so we are fighting in two brigs, as you can see. We have Peter Arlig and we are in our trusty brig. So that means that our choice of cannonballs and reload times is pretty much set for us. Now the goal that I will be aiming for is ultimately keep on Peter Arlig's stern and then shoot as many cannonballs as I can while aiming at its masts. So that's kind of, and it says like you can use single shot for more accurate shoot ship at an angle from bow or stern, so lengthwise. And that's actually true. So, but then again, it's also, you shouldn't fire broadsides willy-nilly, but you should rather try to aim and hit the masts. So as you can see, I'm going quite close to the opponent, but not too close. And still I'm gonna wait until the masts more or less align and then now start to fire. I'm firing one cannonball at a time because I'm hoping to be able to hit the mast. And you can see up 3 mast shots, 15 to the sails and 3 to the mast. It's also good that it shows which heads went to the mast, because then you can more easily track. So now I'm obviously going hard to stern and hope to repeat the whole process yet again. Setting the skipper to auto. I don't want to go fully into the wind because that will slow me down and it will give him a chance to expose more of his broadside to me, when I want to be keeping on his stern. Okay, getting ready to fire, and I'm using these as guidelines. Oh, 1 to the mast, perfect. 2 to the mast. So when you're shooting to the length of the ship, there's a higher chance because the masts are tied in together and you can see where each cannonball flies, so it gives you a chance to tweak. So that's why I would suggest don't when you're going for these raking shots, also speed-wise go to battle sails. It will make your ship a little bit more stable and you will go slower, so the cannonballs won't drift that much from their initial, firing position. Once again, going for another pass. Alright, now let's see. Aiming for the first shot, fire. Sails, missed. Also, if you have time, you do want to wait until the fog clears. I would heavily advise against using broadsides because broadsides don't really help. They're terribly inaccurate and there's a good chance you will miss. The only exception to this rule is if you're fighting with the ships of the line. So if you have at least, I don't know, a Bologna, and then you want to fire at the enemy's mast, then there is a good chance by the sheer volume of the cannonballs that you're gonna hit it. Otherwise, you want to use like a sniper as opposed to the shotgun. So basically you want to be very accurate with your shots and make each of them count. Unlike what I'm doing at the moment because I cannot see anything. Oh, there's one to the mast. I typically try to aim below the flag, and see here I posted the broadside because he was already getting away. That's another thing. If you're going close that you can really see where you're aiming for the mast, then fire a shot. If you can't, then use a broadside because, well, by the time you get in close, your cannons will already reload. So there is really a good chance that you can actually hit something, and while your cannons are reloading, if you're not firing, then it's a missed opportunity. Going once again. The hardest part is to actually get the first mast down. When the first mast gets down, then it should be pretty easy because the ship is already crippled and its sailing characteristics have been weakened significantly. This gives you some more unique opportunities. Okay, line them up and fire. Come on, mast. There we go. More to the masts. I cannot see it. And also with this single part. Oh, and we've got the mast. Perfect. So, the main mast is gone. Now the foremast. And as you can see, now Peter Arlick is in the rigging shock. Its sails are at 35%, which means he will be much slower, which gives me a chance to go half speed or even slow and line up nicely behind him for some more stern raking shots. Okay, and fire. See, mast. Okay, fire. Oh, come on, you should have shot by now. Well, not everything is ideal in this world, what can you say? Anyway, so once again turning, but now I'm using slower speed because, like I said, he is very much crippled. I mean, losing a mast was a major cripplage at the age of sail, and basically, as you see, I'm now not trying to go at his stern, but I'll rather go at his bow because this puts me much closer to his foremast. So fire, come on. Fire now. There we go, mast, perfect. Again, I'm willing to soak up the damage while I fire at this guy because I have to bring him down eventually. Okay, turn you. There we go, fire. And then I just fired a broadside because I had two remaining cannons, but my cannons will reload soon enough, and as you can see, he is really dishing out the damage here. So I want to go in on his side and get ready to fire. Come on, mast. As you can see from this video, I'm a terrible shot. But that's no news to my long-term Naval Action fans. You know I'm a terrible at gunnery. So it's wonder how I even managed to shoot things. Okay, come on. I'm waiting for that final reload and hopefully we will be able to bring down the mast. Not with this aiming, I won't. Okay, mast, one more. Usually it takes between like 3 and 5 shots, good shots, to bring down the mast, depending on your caliber and everything, but so far I think 1 or 2 more shots should eventually seal this guy's fate. And I'm staying at stop basically so that my velocity does not affect that much the speed of the cannon as well. So come on. Turning to him, and he has brought down my entire armor, so I think I should speed up this process. Come on, fire. There we go. And it's Dismast. Also another tip, if you hold out long enough, you will zero in a little bit. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks signing off.